Well, hello and welcome back to the official selection. My name is Neve Brooke and today I'm here with Greg O'Reilly, the writer, producer and director of Upper Current. Welcome back. Welcome to the Norwich Film Festival. Welcome back, but welcome too.
Thank you very
How are
much.
you finding it so far?
I love it. I think it's a great festival. Just even the attention to detail, you can kind of just tell. Because I've been to loads of festivals, with films and without films, and the graphic design. Even just looking at the graphic design and the trailer, you're like, okay, these guys care.
This is going to be a good one.
Yeah. Because I had when I'd gotten in, I didn't know if I was going to go, but I had a friend who their film had gotten in last year, and I was like, should I go? And she was like, definitely go to Norwich. And I was
That's
like,
what we
okay,
like to hear.
nice. So I made the effort to come.
So how have you been finding Norwich so far? Have you been finding the city and the festival?
Oh yeah, I loved the city. Getting off the train and you're straight. Is it a canal or is it a river?
It's a river.
It's a river. Yeah. The river, the trees. I love you can tell it's a really old city, a really old town, cobblestone streets, old churches. I thought it was beautiful.
I love it. You've got to go to Elm Hill. Have you ever seen Stardust? Do you remember that film way back
Stardust.
when?
I know the name. I haven't seen
They
it though.
filmed there's Elm Hill is famous from Stardust. A lot of
Oh.
people commute just to come see Elm Hill, so you've got to go visit there. It's like
Oh,
an
wow.
old Tudor street. It's great.
Oh,
But
cool.
enough about Elm Hill.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your film Upper Current. Can you tell us a little bit about it? Sort of how the idea came to be?
Yeah. So how the idea came to be was kind of started off visually. So it's kind of the last film I'd made was very script heavy, almost to the detriment of the visuals. And from that experience, I learned what should have been readily apparent, which was the importance of visuals. And it was actually a friend said it to me with the last film. It wasn't doing too well. And I was kind of like, you're trying to interrogate why. You're like, why is it not doing too well? And she was like, you're making a film, you're not making a script. And I was like, oh, that's, yeah.
That hits here, doesn't
It hurt,
whoa.
but it was the best advice I ever
What
got.
a proverb.
So with this one, I kind of tried to swing the other way and probably spent a day on the script and the rest on the visuals. And yeah, I'd just gotten a drone and I was loving the drone. I was obsessed with it. So I just wanted to do something with that. And then I had a few set of images that and there was just kind of a feeling I was trying to get at.
Really does feel, Upper Current is so visual led, but it's so beautiful and it evokes so much. That saying, a picture says 1,000 words. You know exactly what is going on and what that character is feeling just through the visuals alone. What was it like crafting that and finding those visuals to tell this story?
Yeah, that was fun. Because it was fun because I didn't have any pressure. There was no one funding it. There was no one around pushing me or anything. So if it didn't work, I didn't have to do it. So it was fun crafting it. And also it was just kind of I kind of looked at it as an exercise in a way, because I was learning compositing and VFX. I didn't do the compositing of VFX, like Logan Champ did, but I was learning it as a director so that it would be another tool in my belt. And also I was just kind of studying how to direct the eye, kind of.
Yeah.
And so this was kind of an exercise to really focus on directing an audience's eye during a shot.
Yeah.
Instead of kind of cutting to different shots, shooting quite far away and using just simple tools of image, making images like color, texture, light, movement to direct someone's eye. And that was why I found it quite fun. And then in terms of the goal was to make it as clean as possible visually, and in terms of sequencing. So if anything was clunky, if anything was disrupting flow, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So it was all just about making it flow, making it simple and engaging. So
it makes for such an evocative watch, you feel everything when you're watching it. And gosh, logistics, the boat scene, logistically that must have been crazy.
Well, it wasn't, because I didn't know how I was going to do it. We were going to put the boat on the water, and then I was just like, oh, that's such a hassle, you've so much less control. So then we found a way of basically, we never put the boat in the water, so we I've rented a boat off a guy on, I don't know, do you have Dundee in the UK? Do you have Dundee?
No, I don't think
it's
I've
a secondhand website. And so I just found a guy with a fishing boat selling it, and I just emailed him being like, can we rent your boat for like a day? And so we just left the boat in the back garden and we put it on an air mattress to mimic
wow.
Yeah, to mimic the parallax that would come with someone moving in the boat, and then composited that onto the water. And so luckily we never had to put the boat in the water. So it made it so much easier.
Movie magic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So when you mentioned that it was sort of like, you know, it was to learn, it was sort of learning on the job.
Yeah.
When you were sort of making Upper Current, was the goal to screen at film festivals? Was that sort of an end goal once you'd finished the film?
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I wanted to make it anyway, and I would have made it anyway. But definitely, I wanted it to get into festivals, and I wanted it to be seen.
And when you're applying to festivals, do you have a strategy when you're sort of going about like researching, choosing and sort of submitting, or do you sort of hear about one and think, yeah, that would be a good one, or do you have like, you know, a game plan when you're going for it?
My plan with this was to get it to festivals where, how do I describe it? Where I could kind of get my name out there and talk to people, because I knew what the film was. It was a small, short little thing, not gonna make waves, but it was just the goal was to kind of just get my name out there, to start getting, just my work out there, so that not that it would do anything or lead to anywhere, but maybe on the next one they might be like, oh, there he is again. I remember him from the first time, and then hopefully that would start a conversation about funding. And so it was kind of getting it to festivals that were accredited, that had kind of prestige sort of thing, so that it gave it legitimacy and sparked people's interest.
And what festivals have you been to so far besides Norwich, which is obviously the best one?
So the first one was Dublin International Film Festival. So I did focus before, because I made it just before I moved to London. So I didn't actually know I was going to move to London at that stage, so I focused on Ireland because I was like, that's where I'm going to be. So started in Dublin International Film Festival, and then went to Fastnet International Film Festival in Cork, and then Cork International Film Festival on Friday, and then lots of other kind of smaller ones, and then Norwich. And then the UK ones are Norwich, and then London short film. Actually, sorry, I'm not meant to announce that yet because they haven't.
Okay, top secret. We'll keep that out.
But so then once I moved to London, I was like, I should start putting it into UK film festivals so that I can start building a network there.
And how do you find networking? Because obviously a festival is more than just screening a film. It's meeting other filmmakers. It's talking about your film. Do you find it daunting, or do you sort of relish the opportunity to network? Like, how do you find you maximise your time at a festival?
I'm not good at networking. Like I find it hard, and I don't know. I feel like it has to be natural. I'm not good at it. I can't just go up to people and start chatting to them, and I don't even know what the exact purpose is of it. I'm the whole business side of it, I'm not good. That's why I'd love, looking for a producer, because I don't like the producing side of it. I don't like any of that side of it. So I'd love, someone to spearhead that.
And you can let Greg know in the comments if you're interested. But I do find the networking hard. So I like when festivals kind of facilitate that. Yeah. With, mixers and drinks and stuff like that, which I think is just a great way to get talking to people. And even just afterwards, talking to the other filmmakers is a great opportunity just to meet people. Yeah. And when you're in a screening, when you're seeing Upper Current on the big screen, what's it like seeing others experiencing it, like how it was intended to be seen? Like, is it an amazing feeling, or are you nervous? Like, how does it feel seeing other people watch it for the first time? This
one feels good because I do see the flaws in it when I watch it, but it's very simple, and it I think it just does its job. So I'm not like I'm like the other films I've made and I'm watching them, I couldn't watch them. I was like, this is horrible. Like I hated it. But with this one, it's fine. I'm like, okay, it's something that like I'm not embarrassed to show people, which is nice and a first.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's always a good sign when you're like, you're not embarrassed to show people
Yeah,
you're proud of
yeah.
it. And you should be proud of it. It's such a great film.
thank you.
Is there anything about your festival journey that you would do differently? Is there anything that you think, maybe next film I'd try something else? Or are you pretty happy with how everything's been going for Upper Current?
I think I'm pretty happy. I mean, just in terms of engaging with the festivals, I'm like you're saying, the networking side of it, I'm not good at that. So I should probably learn how to engage a bit more. But in terms of where it's gone and where I wanted to go to, like I'm very happy with that. And yeah, I probably just need to learn a bit more about the business side of things and then learn a bit more how to network and stuff. But yeah, I think I've been pretty happy so far.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And for people that have, that have just made their first film and they're sat at their laptop going, oh my God, what do I do? I need to apply to a festival. Do you have any tips for sort of budding filmmakers applying to their first festivals?
So, well, okay, so I asked that same question to a producer because I didn't know. When I made the film and was beginning to apply, I was like, what do I do? I don't know, because I'm not a producer. I don't know this side of the like game. So he said, you either want two things. You want a small few good festivals that when people see the laurels, they kind of go, oh, that got into that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That there's attention there. Or you want, or ideally both, you want loads of festivals. And so then it's kind of like for the poster at the end, the laurels. So it's just kind of getting attention out there, really. And so I opted for the better festivals.
Yeah.
Because I just think that looks better. And so what I would say for a first-time filmmaker, and is kind of what my strategy was, it was all to do with getting funding for the next one. So where could I put the film into that would get the eyes of the funders onto it? So, and it was like, where am I going for funding? So I was going for funding in Ireland and even my local kind of area. There's local bursaries for different making films where in Ireland, and I'm assuming you have it here. So I was putting it into my local film festivals, hoping that the local council people would even just see my name. So then when I applied, they'd be like, oh yeah, so, and then afterwards talking to them, and in Dublin as well, getting my films in there, so that the Dublin funders would start to know my name. And yeah, so the grand strategy was really just getting the funders to know my name. So
get your name out there.
When I apply for money, they will recognise me. So, yeah.
Perfect. Well, I sort of hinted that you're applying for funding. What's next?
So I'm writing now. I'm still writing the next script, and yeah, I'll go for funding on that. Again, it's so VFX heavy, so that's why I'm learning VFX, because I know that if with this next one, if I went for funding with it without a like comprehensive VFX plan that I'm able to do, then it would not get the funding, because anyone reading it would just be like, no, is this guy delusional? So that was kind of part of the reason why I made this one, so that I could show funders I can do something that looks expensive and it's not expensive. So yeah, it's a proof of concept.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that concept when it's made. Thank you so much, Greg, for coming on the official selection today.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at the Norwich Film Festival.
Yeah, I will. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.